Hi everyone, it's Kim from Tailwagon Farms. Kim from the future, as you will soon find out when you watch the video. We decided to just do a flower video. So today we're planting seeds for 8 weeks out from last frost. You can look that up online, and given your area, your zone, you can type in your zip code. It'll tell you the average last frost date, which doesn't necessarily mean you won't get a frost after that date, but close enough for the most part. So today we started our seeds that were 8 weeks out. We did verbena, echinacea, petunias, straw flowers, grasses, impatiens, mystery rose, Chinese forget-me-nots, and spring beauties. And that was about 5 trays of seeds. It was a lot of seeds. A lot. A few weeks ago was 10 weeks before our last frost. These plants are already started and we didn't record them, sorry. But we started some geraniums, snapdragons, xeranthemum, bells of Ireland, lamb's ear, columbine, stalk, climbing petunias, and a wild blue phlox. Those are all germinated already. Some of them are even outside in our greenhouse. They've come up, ready to move on. Cold weather plants, so that's a good thing. Next week is 7 weeks out. We'll be starting cosmos, rudbeckia, cleomes, lobelia, larkspur, Texas bluebonnets, feverfew, just a lot of flowers. 8 to 6 weeks is usually a really, really busy time for flower farmers or aspiring ones. So come on and we'll plant some seeds. Hello my people, I'm Kim with Tailwagon Farms. I am the flower aspect of this operation, and it is an operation. Today I plan on starting 5 trays of flower seeds. We're 8 weeks out from frost, so there's a lot to do. First tray I'm going to start is straw flowers. I have an entire tray of those to start. They are really, really good dried flowers. They're really good in a vase. They literally last forever and always look the same. So I love them, and I'm going to start 72 of them. So since Andrew's peppers run the household, I have limited flower space, which is a problem, but it'll be okay. So I made a plan, saw how many different varieties of straw flowers I have, which is probably like 10. And I just went ahead and divided out what I was going to do by how many cells I have. So some of them I'll be doing 12, the rest I'll be doing 6 because they're 6-cell seed packs. Yeah, so let's plant some straw flowers. This is my favorite variety currently. It's from Select Seeds. It's called a king size salmon, and it is very pretty, and it matches all the other flowers in my yard, so it's really easy to work with. Straw flowers are easy to plant. They're just surface sow. You literally just put a seed on top, kind of push it in, good to go. So a helpful tip for planting seeds, I really like it anyway. I use a little white condiment cup. That way you can see the seeds in there. And then I get a toothpick. Here they are. And then I just kind of scrape the seeds out one by one. These are pretty big. With really small seeds, it's easier to dip your toothpick in like some water, get them on the end of the toothpick, and then just brush them on. But these are decent size, so it shouldn't be very hard. Alright, so that is 12 of the king size salmon straw flowers planted. I usually put 2 seeds in each cell just to make sure I'm going to definitely get germination, because sometimes the seed just doesn't sprout no matter what you do. So I'm going to put the leftover seeds back in the pack, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my label out and label each 6-pack with what it is, so not confused later. King size salmon. Alright, so on my labels I like to go ahead and put the name, the variety, and then I started this year putting the height, what kind of sun requirements they need, and the spacing, because every year I go to plant my plants out and I find myself having to Google each plant to see how far I need to space it apart, where I need to put it, etc., etc. So hopefully this will save me a lot of time. And then I just go ahead and stick it to the side. Good to go. As you can see, I have a lot more seeds to plant, so I better get to it. Tray number 2, grasses. I really like ornamental grasses. I have probably 12 different varieties to plant. My favorite of that would probably be the purple fountain grass. It gets really big, but it's really pretty. It'd be fun to put in arrangements in the fall. I'm gonna do a third tray, which is gonna be petunias and stalk. And then I'm gonna be doing, the last tray is gonna be mostly impatiens, and then something new I haven't tried before, Celine, I think it's called. It's like a hot pink, it stays low. We'll see how it goes. And then my last tray will be mostly echinacea. There's a lot of different kinds. I'm kind of interested in a peachy pink one. I'm not really sure what it's called, but I was sent some seeds, so we'll see how that works out. All right, I guess I better get back to planting. I still have a lot to do. So a little side note here for you. Some flowers require what is known as cold stratification. Either cold stratification or moist cold stratification. For example, my verbena that I'm starting right now requires the cold moist stratification. These seeds are from Swallowtail Seeds, and it will tell you right on the pack how to make sure they germinate. So this tells you to wrap it in a moist paper towel and place into a Ziploc bag and refrigerate for 7 days before sowing. And this should ensure germination, so that's what I've done. This tinge of pink here is a mold, but it is normal. Your seeds are still good and they will still grow. Thanks for joining us today. Now that Flower Madness is done, well, for this week anyway, it'll all be worth it in the end when you get more bouquets like these beautiful ones that I harvested today. Flowers are amazing. They can change your whole attitude. Hope you learned something. Give us some comments if you have some tips and tricks for us, and we'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Plan is still on. recording me?
Definitely going to.